going to learn how to set up a template or create a template that may work best for you to quickly make your invoices with Paparazzi super fast. So we are going to go to just the main screen here. And at the top, you can see all of these tabs. We're going to go to the Tools tab, and there's a drop down, and we are going to go to the second one on here, at least that is for me, but we're going to find the one that states invoicing. So we are going to go, it's going to take us to the Manage Invoices screen. And what we're going to do is go to the top again, Manage Invoices, Create an Invoice, Items, or Settings. And under the Settings tab at the very bottom, there is a Templates tab. We are going to go in here. You can save up to 50 templates if you have all different types that you want to create. And we are going to hit the Create a New Template tab. As you can see, I already have this picture saved just within the system itself. But we are going to drop down to the bottom half here. I have a flat rate of $3 shipping, so I'm just going to hit the $3 here. And I also have a note to the recipient that I like to put in. And you can continue adding as much as you want in there, up to, looks like 4,000 characters or so. And then you may want to include terms and conditions. So you might want to put your return policy in here and continue adding whatever you would like. And then what you will do is click Save Template. And you may want to enter a name in here. I'm just going to type, this is an example. And you can also click this little box here if you want to make this your default template. So when you click this as your default template, what it'll do is every time you go into create a template, it automatically brings this one up as your default, which is super handy when you're setting up templates for the same thing. So we are going to save it. And as you can see, I have my example template here. And you have the option to go through and edit it. You can also create an invoice at this point. You can set it as your default at any time, or you can delete it. I also want to show you how to set up items. So when you're creating those templates, it's super easy to just plug them in, type them in, and continue on your way. So up here, where it's Manage Invoice, Create Invoices, your settings, there's items. As you can see, I already have 9 saved items set up. So I have just kind of some basic categories I use often. Bracelets, earrings, a free item for my loyalty program so that I know that it's tied to my loyalty program, which is buy 12, get the 13th free. A free piece, you never know. You may be giving a free piece out for sharing or as being a hostess, whatever the case is. You can use that for whatever you would like. Free shipping, just so I have a notation of that. Hair clips, headbands, little girl, starlet, shimmer rings, and necklaces. Over here on the right-hand side, you can see that I have the price set. So the price is automatically entered in when I hit these keywords into my item description. And the little girl items are $1. Over here, you do have the option to delete it or edit it if needs be. Now, when I was creating a previous invoice, I realized I completely forgot rings. So let's add that into my items. So we're going to go up here to this blue button, add a new item. We're going to click that. And my item name is going to be rings. I do not add a description because I do that in my invoice. They're very specific. And the price of those rings are $5.25. And that does include the tax for me. So I put no tax on here. Now you could easily click on here to add the tax. So it'll automatically add your tax as well. If you click on there and it asks what your tax rate is. So it'll calculate that too, which is super easy to do. Obviously we're in the United States. So we are going to save that item. So now rings is down at the bottom. I am going to show you, we're going to create a mock invoice here. So we're just going to bill it to myself. So let me show you what it's going to look like. I'm going to type in the email, and look what it does. Add customer details. You can click on that, and we can put a name. You can also put all sorts of other things, but the name for me is usually sufficient. And it's right there. So every time, and I'll just quickly show you. So every time I plug this in, it automatically pops up the name of the customer and puts their correct billing, or their email address in there. So here are all my items. How handy is this? So see, we have those rings. We're going to do this. We're going to scroll down and click on rings, and it automatically adds in the price of that ring. Because we have no tax at all, it has it already in there, programmed like that. But if it did have tax, it would calculate that too. Let's do little girl items. Say I bought 5 of those. It automatically calculated it, so there's 5 there. But what I also like to do is add some details. So maybe I bought 2 rings out of those 5. One was a purple bracelet, and then the other were earrings. Same thing with the rings up here as I'm going through. Maybe it was a blue ring, because then I can quickly scroll through their basket or their bag to see if I have everything in there. So that's 6 items total. The shipping is automatically calculated for me down here. And there's my total. And this is what I have on my templates for my default. I have the thank you and this thank you for your support and a little challenge there for an extra piece, as well as the return policy on the side. And then of course I would hit send when I'm ready to send that. So that is a quick way to create templates and also add the items to make your invoices really quick to create.